This story is not a fanfiction, it's my real story. This is written by my boyfriend, not me. So go ahead if you want to hear my story. It's a love story.
What do you call it when two people love each other but stay miles apart? Long-distance relationship? No. Long-distance friendship? No. To this very day, it is still known to us. We act like best friends, we care for each other like soulmates, and we help each other like teammates. We shared our secrets, which we couldn't tell anyone. Let's start this story by calling us best friends who secretly have feelings for each other. From laughing together to crying for each other, loving secretly, because best friends don't tell how much they love you, getting jealous when you hang out with new friends, and making fun of others to each other. Friendship makes you feel every emotion in the world. Imagine you are feeling low and your best friend comes, jumps to your bed, slaps you 3 to 4 times for no reason, and laughs at your heartbreak story, saying funny jokes. You feel happy, you feel alive, you feel fresh, you feel energetic, and you feel protected whenever that idiot is around you. There's this one person who loves you like your lover, cares for you like your mom, scolds you for your mistakes like your dad, protects you like a brother, and shares things with you like a sister. And still, friendship is so underrated. Being long distance is the truest test of time, but for my best friend and me, our long distance story never had a short distance side. We met online. She lived in Mumbai, and I was in Bhubaneswar. We were miles apart. I still remember when I first met her, when I got an invitation to join a group from my online friends. She was texting in group, and then I made my introduction. We just talked for like a minute or so, and we didn't hit it off right away. Actually, it was quite the contrary. I was of the opinion that we couldn't be friends. She is so not my type. I was pretty sure the weather was the same over there too. As time passed, she and her friends started mingling with mine. So we both had to interact again and again. But this time it lasted more than a minute, and slowly it became very regular for us. Now we used to talk the entire day, and within a few days, we could not stop talking to each other. I would wake up excited to talk to him the whole day and get to know her more. As our conversations grew deeper and more personal, we started sharing our dreams, fears, and aspirations. It was as if we had known each other for years, despite the physical distance that separated us. We became each other's confidants, supporting and encouraging one another through life's ups and downs. Our friendship transcended boundaries, proving that true connections can be formed regardless of distance. But amidst the laughter and companionship, there was an unspoken longing that lingered between us. We both knew there was something more than just friendship blossoming within our hearts. It was a love that couldn't be denied, yet we hesitated to acknowledge it openly. We were both afraid of risking the beautiful friendship we had built. What if our feelings were not reciprocated? What if distance proved too challenging to overcome? These questions plagued our minds, and we chose to remain silent about the depths of our emotions. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. We celebrated each other's milestones, sending virtual hugs and heartfelt messages to bridge the physical gap. Our bond continued to grow stronger, fueled by the knowledge that no matter the distance, we were there for each other. We found solace in the knowledge that we were not alone in our unique connection. Countless stories of long-distance love and friendship served as inspiration, reminding us that distance was merely a test of our commitment and resilience. But as the saying goes, distance means so little when someone means so much. And indeed, distance became a mere technicality in our story. Our hearts were intertwined, and our souls danced to the rhythm of a love that defied physical limitations. And so we carried on, cherishing our friendship while secretly nurturing the love that blossomed in our hearts. We dreamed of the day when we would finally be in each other's arms, where the miles would vanish and our love would transcend the boundaries of space. Until then, we continued to build our lives independently, supporting each other's endeavors and sharing the joys and sorrows from a distance. Our love was patient, steadfast, and unwavering, knowing that one day our paths would converge and we would embark on a new chapter together. As the years went by, our connection grew deeper and stronger. We supported each other through the highs and lows of life, celebrating achievements and providing comfort during difficult times. We became each other's rock, relying on the unwavering support and love that we shared. Despite the challenges of distance, we couldn't deny our growing desire to meet in person. We longed to see each other's smiles, hear the sound of laughter, and feel the warmth of an embrace. The time had come to turn our dreams into reality. We thoroughly planned our meeting, making travel plans and eagerly counting down the days. The anticipation was almost overwhelming, and it filled our hearts with excitement and nervousness. The excitement of finally being able to hold each other's hand and look into each other's eyes without the mediation of a screen filled our hearts with joy. The day arrived, and as I stepped off the plane in Mumbai, my heart raced with anticipation. The day of our long-awaited reunion arrived. We were finally in the same city, breathing the same air, and the anticipation was overwhelming. I felt as if I were living in a dream that had been years in the making. We had chosen a familiar location, a coffee shop, to have our first meeting. It felt surreal as I walked through the crowded streets, knowing that with every step, I was getting closer to her. As I entered the coffee shop, my eyes scanned the room, searching for her familiar face. And then I saw her, sitting at a corner table, her eyes lighting up as she noticed me. Time seemed to stand still as we locked eyes and smiled, the connection between us stronger than ever. We approached each other slowly, cautiously, as if afraid that this beautiful moment might fade away. And then, finally, we embraced. It was a hug that expressed all the love and longing we had felt for each other. In that embrace, we knew that our friendship had evolved into something extraordinary. For the next few days, we explored the city together, hand in hand, experiencing the sights, sounds, and flavors of Mumbai. It felt like a storm of emotions, a mix of joy, gratitude, and an overwhelming sense of belonging. Those days were filled with laughter, shared stories, and stolen glances that spoke volumes. We discovered new facets of each other, marveling at how our connection had transcended the digital realm and blossomed into a love that was even more beautiful in person. Gradually, the physical distance that had once separated us seemed insignificant compared to the love and joy we shared. It was a reminder to the strength of our bond and the power of our friendship. Our meeting marked a new chapter in our lives. We no longer had to imagine what it would be like to be together. We were living it. It was a time of discovery, learning more about each other's quirks, and enjoying the warmth of our presence. Although our time together was limited, we made the most of every second. We promised each other that this would not be the last meeting, that we would continue to find ways to be together, no matter the distance. Our long-distance story had evolved into a tale of love, friendship, and perseverance. The challenges we faced only made our bond stronger, and our commitment to each other deeper. As we parted ways once again, we held onto the promise of a future where distance would no longer be a barrier. We knew that one day, we would be together permanently, creating a life that was no longer defined by geographical boundaries. And until that day came, we would continue to build our lives, supporting and uplifting each other, knowing that our love could withstand anything that came our way. Our reunion had given us a taste of the happiness that awaited us, and we were determined to seize it with open arms when the time was right. With hearts full of gratitude and love, we embarked on this new chapter, ready to face whatever challenges and joys the future held. We knew that as long as we had each other, no distance, no obstacle, could ever stand in the way of our love. The end.